Hey guys, what's up? It's Kino here, Woman Whisperer. Um, I'm gonna answer a few questions as this series sort of goes by. So I got an email today from a kid who wanted to know how he can get his ex-girlfriend back. I have this weird thing going on because I got my computer and my cell phone here. Anyway, if it kind of looks like I'm veering off, I apologize. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer emails as I go, and I will be just reading, answering, or I may read the whole thing and then kind of go back and forth. So I might go back and forth. Some of these require a lot of time. So mind you that the advice that I'm giving you is just, a small piece of advice that I can at least get your brain and wheels going, so that way you can try to assess some of these problems on your own. But if you feel that you really need to hone in and get a better grasp and grip of what's going on, and sort of not just kind of like going off the fly, you may want to call my number and reach me for a one-on-one. Just it's a paid conversation, but your first half hour is free. Okay. So I'm going to open up this email, and I won't say a name, but it is a guy. And he starts it off. He says, "Hi, Woman Whisperer. I go by Kino, so it's fine. You can just say Kino." He says, I'll just get right to it. I was just dumped. I have been with my girlfriend for 2 years and 4 months. I really love her so much. I'll tell you right now, it doesn't matter how much you love a girl. It has nothing to do with how much you love her. It's about her attraction towards you. So you could say, "I love you." You could tell me how much you love her. It makes no difference in her book. Okay, she's done with you if she's already dumping you. Okay, so no matter how much you tell me, "Oh, Keno, I love my girlfriend so much," you don't have to keep implying that, because it's not going to make a difference right now. We got to get her back. That's the point. And if she loved you, she wouldn't, put you through this right now. I really love her so much. She is the one. All right. Well, maybe at the moment she was the one, but she isn't the one now. I don't want anyone else, and I made sure that she knew that daily. It doesn't matter if you don't want anyone else. That's probably part of the problem. You should always give your girl this feeling that your value is higher, that other girls do find you attractive, and that you may have options, but you chose her, that you choose to be with her. That makes her feel more special. But if you're just saying that she is the only one, I don't want anyone else, she probably already knows that and lost attraction with that. I'll read you some stuff I wrote down that kind of goes more into detail with some of that. And I made sure that she knew that daily. Very, very bad. It's not your job as a man to let a girl know every day, unless she's your girlfriend possibly, that you love her so much, and that that she means the world to you. A girl doesn't have to necessarily always be reminded of that. You can show that through actions. But you also, at the same time, don't want to be a slave. You don't want to be working too hard for the relationship, be the emotional one all the time. It's not your job as a man to be the emotional bearer of things. You just have to be there enough for her to support, to offer some support, some comfort, some safety. Stick to your goals, stick to your passions, and things like that attracted her to you to begin with, not being her, puppy dog. Not a day, she knew that day, not a day went by where I did not treat her like a princess. Once again, you're putting her up on a pedestal. Women need to feel challenged. They don't want to feel like you're begging for her. Cooked for her, bought her gifts, constantly complimenting her. No, and no. She probably got sick of it, man. Then 2 weeks ago, she said we had to have a talk. And that's when she told me she needed space, and that she loves me, but she needs time to think about it all. Well, now she's just letting you down slowly, buddy. If she hasn't already lined up another dude by now, which it sounds like she might already have done that, because she probably finds someone else attractive who has a higher demonstration of value than you do. This whole, usually when they say they need space and stuff like that, it shows usually because you're showing way too much interest. She has become the center of your world. You become her puppy dog, and she just lost complete attraction towards you, man. You gotta back off. You gotta give her some space. If that's what she wants, give her space. Tell her, fine, that's a great idea. I think we both could use some space. I need some space too, and work on yourself. I really love her, and there you go again. It doesn't matter how much you love her. I don't want to lose her. You probably already did. I don't really know what to do anymore. Sorry to be so harsh, man, but I just gotta be straight up with you. I don't really know what to do anymore. That's obvious. I've tried everything. Sent her heartfelt poems, sent her flowers. Dude, and her favorite chocolates from Godiva. Why are you doing this? All you're doing is, you're adding more confirmation to the decision that she made. I mean, you're making her feel more right about. It's like it's like you're saying sorry for her breaking up with you. Here's a gift. All you're doing is, rewarding her bad behavior. And I don't know. You're all over the place, man. We got to talk. I call her and text her beautiful things every night to let her know I still love her. Dude, back the fuck off. Let her know I still love her so much and care for her and will wait forever because she's the one. Oh my God. No, this is all off. I've got some good shit for you, man. Unfortunately, 3 nights ago, she told me that I need to stop texting. Yeah, absolutely, because you're coming off like a creeper. Calling and doing all of those nice things for her. They're not really nice. It seems like it's nice because you're caught up in some kind of illusion in your mind that you feel like you need to fix stuff, you know? You have to like take immediate action. That's not how at all how attraction works. Big about those things, nice things for her because it's making her feel guilty. See what I'm saying? And she's just being nice right now. Actually, she's not telling you the exact truth. She just lost complete attraction towards you, and she really needs time to think about things. She probably already been thinking about things for the last 6 months. You just never noticed. Maybe her behavior changed. You didn't pay attention, and that's about the time when your light should have went off and you should have started doing things to almost feel like you're pulling away from her to reverse. It's like a reverse psychology. It almost doesn't make any sense, but I'll teach you more about that. So I backed off and only texted her once a day. Oh, so you backed off once a day, okay. It's, once a day, and even that was too much. So I asked her when should I text her, asking her for permission to text her. And she said, you gotta get off the text thing, man. Stop texting. Texting is like not even sexy anymore. I mean, it's never been. A phone is a like, hey man, what you up to? Where you gonna be? Boom, let's meet up. Or, that's with your dudes. Or with your girl, it's like, hey baby, just thinking of you, good night. Not having long conversations, not texting every 10, 15 minutes. Hey, thinking of you and crap like that. That's, if anything, a bunch of guys are already doing that with her, so you're just part of that whole thing. Girls could be texting several guys at the same time. But, you don't have to keep like constantly bombarding her with things like that. It actually lowers your value immensely. Use your phone for, making dates or appointments, and just make it quick. It's like off and on. Just do not use it for anything else. Don't be social on a phone. That's not real game, okay? The real game happens in the real world, not through texting and not through, phoning or, things like that. Backed off and then text one day. Where am I now? And when she texted, so I backed off and texted her only once a day, and that was too much. So I asked her when I should text her, and she said she would text me. But it's been 3 days, and I can't sleep, work, or focus because she's the one, and I love her so much. Oh, you're such a puss. Poor guy. I'm glad I'm not saying your name, man. You'd be shit out of luck. I'm literally dying and hurting so much. All I think about is her. I feel so sorry for you. I'm sorry, man. If you need a hug, bro, I got you. Come over here. I'll give you a nice big hug. All I think about is her. Okay, well, no. Pathetic. Both my mom and my sister say that I should not bother her and let her be. Good advice. Holy shit. But I don't want her thinking that I don't love her. Dude, she knows you love her. Not only does she know you love her, you buy her gifts, you let her know constantly that you love her. Of course she knows that. But I don't even think she even cares about loving you. I mean, come on, it's not even at the forefront of her mind right now. She's thinking about getting away from you. She's running and you're chasing. That's what's going on here. The roles have reversed. I don't want her thinking that I don't love her and then move on without me. She already did that. I feel like if I give her too much space, she will just move on, and I'd be devastated. Well, she probably knows that, and in some crazy, maybe creepy way, she's testing you to see how you deal with it. See if you would man up or something. I'm gonna fast forward all this crap here. Last part. I don't want to keep rambling on. Yeah, but I am so in love with her, dude. I don't want to know how in love with her you are. I already know this, and I just want her back. Yeah, I know. Is there anything I can say or do to get her back sooner than later? No. No, nothing more. You need to stop right where you are. Stop everything that you are doing and just focus on you. And it's gonna hurt, and it sounds like stupid, sucky advice, but you have to listen to me. Let me finish this and I'll tell you. I don't want her to move on and meet some other guy if I give her too much space. Thank you, Woman Whisperer. Yeah, once again, call me Kino. Dude, you need to stop everything you're doing right now. Everything. Just completely stop everything you're doing. And listen to your mom and sister. Do not call her. Do not text her. Give her some space. Give her what she wants. Give it 3 weeks. 3 weeks is plenty of time, especially after a 2.5-year relationship, for her to wonder whether or not she misses you. And if you don't bother her, it'll give her time to, to grow to love you again. It'll give her time to realize what she's missing out on. Especially if you kind of give her what she wants and you comply in a sense with her. It'll give her time to just process everything and go, man, I really feel like I miss him. I miss my man, you know what I mean? But if you're constantly calling her and texting her and sending her gifts still and all stuff after even she told you to stop and you keep doing it, man, that's just, I don't know. Here are a few things you can do in the meantime. I suggest you just start reading some books, self-help books that'll help you with your morale, help you with learning how to love yourself. I know it sounds sappy, but it's a good place to start with some books. Then maybe start with your health, going to the gym and doing things to release some of this painful stuff that you're going through. You might want to release some of that toxic stuff, like the endorphins that you'll feel from working out and doing some exercise will actually help you feel happier. In the meantime, you'll also look better, so that's good. That's a good plus. In about 3 weeks, you'll be looking really good. Get a new hairstyle, maybe go shopping, get some new clothes. Hang out with your friends, man. Start some new hobbies. Go out with your friends, do things that you used to do, before you start hanging out with everybody. Because a lot of times we get into relationships, we forget about our friends. We start hanging out with our friends all the time, and then our relationship take precedence in our forefront. But just go ahead and focus on you. Focus on all those things right now, and then. If you call me, if you shoot me, like at first, I said the first half hour is free. If you want to wait for 3 weeks and then you ask me what to do from that 3 week point on, I can help you from there on out with that 30 minutes. Or you can call me and then we can do a few things and I can prepare you properly for knowing how to send her an email or a text that will open up the conversation again, so that way you can start working on getting her back. Here's a couple things I wanted to kind of just really breeze through to find out if you're category A, which is exactly what you sound like, because you sound like you got dumped. I'm wondering if she just lost attraction for you, because obviously she broke up with you first. So you got to figure out why she broke up with you, okay? And once you figure out what that reason is, that's actually a good start to know what not to do next time. Okay, so she's probably not going to be honest with you, because attraction is one of those things that women just go, I feel it or I don't. But more than likely, you've probably done a few of these things. Things like being extra nice to her all the time, which is what you're doing. If she asks you to do something, hey, can you pick this up for me? Can you get this on the way to the house? Can you do that? And doing things for her all the time, like her little do boy. Like a little slave boy. Women lose attraction to men like that as well, who do everything they tell them to do. Did you give her compliments? You probably gave her compliments a lot. Did you tell her that you loved her all the time and that you were so committed to that relationship? Yeah, that sounds like you did that in that letter. And you told her how how much she meant to you and how important and blah blah blah. You couldn't live without her, and she's the one. Bro, that is clearly not a man's department. James Bond, John Wayne, Humphrey Bogart. These guys don't go around begging women to be with them. They don't say, "Oh, do you want to be my girlfriend?" You made me feel like this morning, and I feel so sad that you did this, or I'm emotional about this. No, these guys will hook up with a chick, not let them know what they're doing next, go kill a few guys, and then maybe they'll see them next week, or maybe they'll just move on. But they just never know. It's like the old soldiers. It's like the soldiers that go off to war, They leave, and even though the woman wants them to stay, and she's like, "I wish you would stay," and he goes, "No, I gotta go to war." Imagine if you're like, "You know what? I think I'm gonna stay, honey." She'll be like, and she'll look at all the other women, and all the other women will be like, "What's wrong with your guy? He's a wimp. He wants to stay here with you instead of fighting." You have to go off to war. So right now, you need to go off to war, get yourself better so you can come back and she can be welcoming you with open arms. We're going on 16 minutes here. Okay, let me just fast forward here. Giving her gifts. You probably gave her tons and tons of gifts, like what you said. And, here's an important one about her, who contacts who on a regular basis. I think she probably doesn't contact you as much anymore as you contact her. I'm sure in the beginning of the relationship, it might have been mutual. Maybe she even texted you more. But I'm pretty sure at this moment now, especially telling me you text her all the time and write all the time, that you're the one that's doing all the communicating. Stop it. Your DHV, your demonstration of higher value, is very, very low right now. She knows you have no other options. She knows you have no other women in your life, that all you want is her. That completely reduces a woman's, your DH value to her. If this was tribal, if we're looking at back in the day in tribal times, you'd be kind of like the loser Omega guy, not the alpha guy, not the leader of his tribe. I'm sure you told her you loved her all the time. And did you ever do one of those things where like, "Honey, what do you want to do tonight?" And she's like, "I don't know. What do you want to do?" And no, I don't know what you want to do. That kind of wishy-washy stuff. That needs to stop. I have a lot of just so much stuff. I mean, I can keep reading. I've got pages and pages of this stuff. So what you should do is probably give me a call. My number, I'll put it in actually email me again, and I'll just call you. Or you can call me and we'll go through PayPal. I'll set it up for you so you can go through PayPal and we can talk after that first half hour. And let me just help you throughout this whole stuff. And if anybody else out there needs help with any situation like this, you have any questions, email me at thewomanwhisperer@gmail.com. I'll answer your emails and I will post them on my Facebook and or on my YouTube channel when I get that set up. This is something rather new for me. I've been helping 72 clients right now, and it's been pretty successful, and all but 2 of them got their exes back. So, and I've also got testimonials and lots of evidence on video that I'll also be posting of some of my techniques and some of my approaches and what to do, and all kinds of different resources that can prove that my gifts are real and they work for you. Okay, so please email me once again at thewomanwhisperer@gmail.com, and I'll answer your emails. In the meantime, have yourself a great day. What I'll do is I'll learn how to come up with an intro eventually, and maybe an outro or a mantra or something, or a quote of the day that I can kind of leave something with you. And I'll also probably be pulling in from other resources, other relationship coaches out there, and eventually start doing interviews and some video chats and whatnot to help you with all of your issues that you may have. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you learned something today. Have a good one.